Hi there, everybody. I hope that you're all doing very well. Okay, so at the time of recording, I just need to do a couple of intros here. Very welcome if you are new here. My name's Shereen, and I am currently traveling when you see this reading. So I'm pre recording some readings, and this one is for the full moon in Virgo, and it's actually a full moon eclipse on the 3rd of March 2026. All right. If you are watching at any other time, it does not mean that there aren't necessarily messages for you here anyway. Okay, I'm moving around and in the midst of traveling, so I'm only taking messages and private readings on a very ad hoc basis, and I'm not really doing readings. My Etsy shop is in holiday mode, so I will let you all know when I'm back in full force, but in the interim I'm doing some videos that you can make use of. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle today. I might pull some tarot as well. Let's just see what the energy is with regards to this full moon in Virgo eclipse. 3rd of March 2026, please. What do you need to know? Okay. All right. I just want to see if that's all. Is that everything, please? Anything else? No. Okay, that's all. Thought so. Let's check the bottom of the deck. All right. Perfect. Okay, so there's a situation here, and for some of you, you might not be used to the way I read. It depends what cards I use, what reading I'm doing, but I'm largely an intuitive reader, so I won't always use the typical depictions of the cards. All right, I have a situation here where we have the Magician and the Mirror. I'm just going to show you all of the cards first. Then we have financial constraints in the reverse position. We also have contract in the reverse position. We then have, which I feel is kind of a different section but leading on from this, we have the Patience card in reverse. And I don't usually read reversals, but I do with certain decks of cards. The Romance, Daughter Romance, Happy Family, and All Tied Up in reverse as well. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Sun, and just beneath that I've also noticed here Community, alright, just waiting for some noise to pass. So what I'm picking up here initially is that there is some situation here that does feel quite restrictive or stuck, and that you are having certain restraints under your current circumstances. But I do feel like this is not going to be the be all and end all. Okay, you've got the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which is all about inspiration, new beginnings and fresh starts, especially things that make us feel emotionally more stable, more creative, more fulfilled. Sorry, there's a lot of noise in the background. I'm just going to hope that it doesn't last very long. All right, so we are seemingly in a very difficult situation where we feel like we are not really making ends meet. We're not doing the things that we normally do. This almost feels as if it's like an inability to achieve certain things, but it's you're at the mercy of your circumstances. Okay, so we've got the Magician and the Mirror, the financial constraints, and the contract. So it feels like some kind of contract's coming to an end here. Maybe you've finished a job and this is where the financial constraints come from. Maybe you've had to take a break for different reasons. Maybe there's health issues, whatever the reason might be here. But the Magician and the Mirror is about some serious reflection and something having to bring balance back into our lives. So this is because there was some kind of imbalance to begin with. All right. And now we need to rectify that. And maybe we can't rectify that entirely on our own, and we actually need a bit of help here from spirit. So this is what we need to do here, or this is what we need to accept in these circumstances. I do feel that literally what you're being told here is just a little bit of patience. This is not being patient, okay? But I feel like this is going to be released. Ideally, or typically, when it's upright, it's saying have a bit more patience. I feel like whatever feels restrictive here, or where you feel like you're in a little bit of a tight spot, this is something that's going to come right very quickly. And it may even be this full moon energy that actually releases this or undoes something or brings something into being that you didn't have before, gives you an opportunity or a resource or some information that you didn't have before, and now you have the ability to move forward. Okay, it's like the time has come for whatever this is. So instead of having to be patient, you actually have the complete opposite here, where there's no longer this need for patience. Okay, this is going to turn around very quickly. For some of us, there's going to be a door to romance. So there's this potential for new beginnings in terms of love and romance. Very much happy family as well is coming up, this energy. So it's like dreams, wishes, and aspirations coming to fulfillment, where it talks about family, creativity, fulfillment, all of these different energies that we have in our lives, or that we've been seeking in our lives. All right, so for somebody, this definitely means a new romantic relationship, something that is going to be a serious commitment. And it's almost like we're giving up something or stopping something in favor of something else. All right, here is this what we're letting go of, or what is, maybe we're not even voluntarily letting go. Maybe we've lost our job or something along the lines, or somebody's left us and this marriage has ended. This has put us in a situation where we have financial constraints, but now we are moving into a phase where we have all of these other beautiful opportunities coming in for us. Okay, and in the all tied up card here, it's in the reverse position. So instead of feeling all tied up and that you are a victim of circumstance, or you don't have any recourse or ability to have any autonomy over your situation, instead you're actually going to be in the opposite of all tied up, and you're going to have this element of freedom. I really do feel like this is freedom, release, new beginnings, fresh starts, and the sun is going to be shining on you. I feel as if this full moon can bring in a lot of different opportunities for people, and it's like almost as if we're having a cleansing or a baptism by fire in some way or another. But this is going to bring so many new fresh starts into our lives that we actually didn't anticipate, we didn't look for in some, I think in some people's cases. And it just has this potential for prosperity. And if you feel like you've lost people in your life, this is about this coming back into being. You're going to meet new people, you're going to have new connections, more meaningful connections as well, I feel, than what you previously had. It's like this reflection that we've needed over this time, and even maybe this sense of loss or a symbolic death of something in our lives. This is what needed to be happening for us to get to that place of wisdom, for the balance to be restored for us in some way. It's like something has been really low vibe energy, and it needed to be sorted out, and we needed something to be ended or to be cut off in some way. And I feel like this is bringing in that cycle. It's ushering in that energy. All right, that's quite lovely. All right, I feel like that is, to a large extent, all that I need to say here. Let me just see if anything else comes through. If you're not dealing with a family kind of an energy, this is just this feeling of release. Maybe you also get to take a break, take a load off from something. This, whatever this contract was, feels like it's really burdensome. And the fact that it's ending is just blasting everything open and bringing all of these beautiful cards up and these beautiful energies into your life. So door to romance could even mean like a really great friend, or some heart healing that you needed, and that's why you're not attracting the right things, and you really needed this time to reflect and deal with certain things, and your creativity is going to be restored, and balance and harmony, and emotional equanimity. Okay, and that rapport when we're in relationships as well. We need that reciprocal energy. We can't always just be giving and not receiving, and vice versa. So it's very much about balance being restored where we felt it was missing. Okay, and there might be some justice coming in for you as well. All right. I wish you all a beautiful full moon eclipse, and I will chat to you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.